Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world, New York City. Yes, New York City is so great that we have pushed the great Donald Trump to the wall. Yes, we did it. Judges in several fraud cases he faces in New York City and elsewhere have imposed a gag order on the former president. They want him not to say pim about the cases. Now, trust Trump. Nobody can gag Trump. Nobody. Here is his reaction. Watch.
What they don't understand is that I am willing to go to jail if that's what it takes for our country to win and become a democracy again.
Yes. Yes. That's the man. You know what I mean? That is the man. Now, that is a great man right there. Trump says he is willing to go to prison to return America to a democracy. What a man. What a man. Now, just to bring the point home, the other day, Trump said this. Watch.
I don't mind being Nelson Mandela because I'm doing it for a reason.
Yes, yeah. I don't mind being Nelson Mandela. Now, Trump saying, I don't mind being Nelson Mandela. It's like Bola Tinubu saying, I don't mind being Mahatma Gandhi. What? Don't they look alike? Look at them, compare them. Now, I'm not sure Trump will survive a day in prison. The fake hair on his head will turn gray without his creams and makeup kits, you know. But it is very important that Trump is willing to make that sacrifice, especially now that 3 of his lawyers have flipped. Yes, they have agreed to testify against Trump. Now, for his Nigerian counterpart, Bola Tinubu, he is doing everything to stay out of prison. Now, 30 years ago in Chicago, you guys know that, he forfeited $460,000 to stay out of prison. But this time, he is spending whatever amount it will take to stop the FBI and the Justice Department and the IRS from releasing information they have about him. He's going to court, anything he has to do to delay it. On our show today, we will tell you why. Why it's important that you don't know what the FBI knows about your president. Yes. Also, the Supreme Court of Nigeria, they had argument and reserved judgment. They reserved judgment on whether to sign off on Bola Tinubu remaining as the president of Nigeria or do something about all the issues surrounding the man and the election that brought him to office. Now, whatever the Supreme Court says, be ready for people to join this Our Lady in singing,
Amen. Groshi is a glory. Angoli, I wanna give us. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, the one in man. You are to our Lord. Amen.
There is an easy Nobel Peace Prize up for grabs next year. It is for anyone who will solve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Now, since politicians have tried, several of them, several times, in Washington, D.C., in Oslo, Norway, and failed, I began to think that maybe, just maybe, men of God could get us peace in that troubled region. You know, I was optimistic when Pastor Enoch Adeboye of the Redeemed Christian Church of God went to Israel to make peace. Yes, he did. He met with the Prime Minister Netanyahu and told him that God sent him to Israel to bring peace that passes all understanding. That was 2011. Yes, obviously. I know. Look at the headline. We don't make these things up. Look at the headline. Yeah, he did. Well, of course, Adeboye failed in his mission. So it was therefore appropriate that when the new conflict, the new fight started, that Pastor Adeboye should pray for permanent peace. And he did. Look at the video.
The Almighty God, the Holy One of Israel, will give you absolute victory and give you permanent peace from now on in the mighty name of Jesus.
Yes, the man is consistent. Unfortunately, some bullies made the man of God to delete that video. No, I don't get these people writing comments. Anyway, I went out searching for a man of God who has what it takes to bring peace to the Middle East. I thought of the one that fries his hair. I'm talking about, what's his name? Reverend Chris Oyokinlome. Chris Oyokinlome. But his brain is so cooked with 5G waves that he cannot do the job. I don't think he can do the job. And that was when I remembered the great Indabosky. Yeah, Prophet Odumeje. He has been quiet since Soludo's task force roughened the man up at a demolition site of one of his churches. remember when it happened? Watch. I know. I called his office to find out what he thought about leading a peace mission to Israel. You know, here is the video in response to my request. Watch.
You have never even prayed. Your president, we don't know left and right. Don't pray prayer for your country. If I hear your pain, any pastor here Israel, I pray for you. Make it over.
Yes, I'll try to translate, but with every translation, the real gist is lost in translation. Yes. Now, in the video, Indabosky ordered all Nigerian pastors not to pray for Israel until they first solve the problems of Nigeria. Now, if you disobey his order, he promises that what will he do? That he will make you deaf and dumb. Yeah. And you wonder why we are the way we are. Africa, who did this to us? Who did this to us? Oh, the Nigerian Supreme Court on Monday had the case filed by Atiku and Peter Obi. Oh yes, this is what we got from the sitting. 5 of the judges out of 7 did not say a word. They just sat there like Mumu Clarence Thomas of the U.S. Supreme Court. Nothing. But the judges also banned foreign journalists from coming into the court. No, I don't understand those old men. I don't understand. As if that will stop them from writing their stories. I don't get it. But they think that way. Anyway, one of the judges, Justice Okoro, asked what they should consider. The letter from Chicago State University saying that Tinubu graduated from the school, or what was said under oath during the deposition by the registrar of the university. Yes! That is a judge asking us and the lawyer to Atiku. Yes! Whether he should accept Tinubu's what he should accept. If the person asking this question is a market woman, you know, I won't be troubled. But a judge of the Supreme Court, hey, he does not know what is more powerful. Something typed on a piece of paper in Ojo Leba, or something said under oath. Anyway, the honorable justices after that reserved judgment. But we do not need them to tell us what the judgment will be. We don't need them to tell us. In a few days, they will write up something and call us to listen to them, read it. After that, their supporters will tell us that they are the highest court in the land and we must obey whatever they say. That is when we will tell them that we the people, are the sovereign in sovereign states. Sasha! Tweet that out. This is deep. The people are the sovereign in the sovereign states. Without the people, there is no sovereign. Hey! Oh, Islamic scholar Sheikh Gumi doubled down the other day on those calling for him to be arrested over some statements he made about Christians and Satan worshippers while preaching recently. Yes, people like Femi Fani-Kayode. Now, to those people, he said, "Hawk my brain." The man said he will not reply to those riffraff and call them idiots. I know. His exact words were, "I should not have replied for idiots of democracy." Hey, idiots of democracy. Now, what pissed so many people was that Sheik Gumi said Christians and Southerners couldn't be trusted with Nigeria's security. The man had his reasons. He said Christians worship Israel and that Israel worships the devil. wait. I'm mixing things up. No. The man said that Wike, the minister for the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, was a satanic person. Now, there's a difference between worshiping Satan and being satanic. People should know this. You are worshiping Satan if you think it doesn't matter what the real name, the schools, the parents, or the degrees of your president, but feels that it is very important to know how Peter Obi, with a pass in math and English, got into the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, to study philosophy. You are worshiping Satan. However, you are satanic if all you want us to do is to move on to a place where $1 is equal to 2,000 naira. That's satanic. Nigeria's Senate President, Mr. Godswill Akpabio, is a gunner. He is as good as gone. It's a matter of time, you know? The man has no idea what his job is. We thought that the former Senate President, Ahmed Lawan, that guy, that killed Nigeria to death. You remember him? Yes. But Akpabio is determined to be the undertaker. He's signing bills without giving senators time to debate. Now, if Lawan was Buhari's rubber stamp, Akpabio is Bola Tinubu's cigarette butt. Now, that was, most of you don't know. This is how it started. Watch.
That the poor should be allowed to breathe. Say aye. And those who are against say nay. The ayes have it, the poor must be allowed to breathe.
Aha. And that was before he and the leader of the House of Representatives approved, 57 billion for SUVs for members of the National Assembly. 57 billion. Can you imagine that? That 57 billion naira will pay for Bola Tinubu's trips, expected trips, 57 trips abroad this year. Yes, if he's healthy enough to go. But Akpabio is annoying so many people, so many senators, that some of them are revolting against him in front of everybody. Watch this guy.
Mr. President, as a way of, advising the way we do things, this is the Senate. We should not shy away from learning.
Ali Ndume. Yes, that's his name. Now, Akpabio thinks that the Senate is like NDDC, where he went and he saw and he conquered. Remember where he was fighting that woman? Yes. Now, the odds are that Akpabio will not be around for much longer. As soon as the Supreme Court rules in favor of Tinubu, he will be free to put the man that he wants in the Senate. Yes. Until then, we just watch Akpabio disgrace the Senate. That's all. What? You want to know the man who will take over from Akpabio? Oh, okay. He's quietly making all the right moves. You know what I mean? He just left YPP to join APC. Now, his corruption case and his 135 billion debt are all forgiven. The man has the genius of making statements without a verb in them. But by all indication, he is on the path to becoming Bola Tinubu's ideal Senate president. Now, if you think things are bad now, wait until then. You know, kafune fune diotua, fune fune. Agadia. Before we go, this is what we are waiting for now. We are waiting to see what will happen first. Will the US release this information we are waiting for about Bola Tinubu before the ruling of the what are they called? The Supreme Court. Which one will happen first? You know, that it does it even matter? Does it matter? You know, it doesn't matter. The Supreme Court is making every effort to make sure that they rule before they release the information, because they don't want to see a situation where they are saying that he is the winner of the election, but then the information we say that she. They don't want to say Bola Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, but the information we're seeing is a different name. They don't want that. So they will do everything to make sure that they rule before anything comes out of the FBI, you know? And I think that was what Tinubu was assured. He was assured that, you know, I assure you, he was assured that this will not happen. We will let the Supreme Court rule, then we will release the information. And that was when he came out from his sick bed. He came out and started moving around it, but he showed up and went back inside. Remember, they showed us the picture of him moving around, going to work one day, attending a meeting, just one day. Did we see him again? No. He's just watching. I had that babalawos, pastors, whoever has the power to change anything, they're there, working on 24 hours, praying, fasting, trying to get there. Let this pass away. Let this pass away. God, let this pass away. That's all the time we have. Please keep following us on Facebook at Dr. Damages, and on Instagram at Dr. Damages, and on wherever. Where is it? On YouTube at Dr. Damages. You know, everywhere. Follow us on Dr. Damages, at Dr. Damages. Whichever one. Now, here's my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book, The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin. And it says, precisely at the point when you begin to develop a conscience, you must find yourself at war with your society. Hey! The moment you begin to have conscience, you must find yourself at war with your society. If you are not at war with your society, hey, man, you are yet to develop conscience. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose,
You heal yourself.
Thank you.